Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on G20, starring Viola Davis as the President of the United States, who kicks ass. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 16. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So we have the G20 summit. This movie couldn't be more political or more woke. So you have the G20 summit. That's the big muckety mucks get together and pretend like they're helping people. And Viola Davis is the president of the United States. So we couldn't get Kamala Harris in. So Hollywood's going to have their imaginary president. This is something they like to do, because they think there's an audience for it, I guess. But not only is she president, she's the most kick-ass president ever, because I guess she was a Marine or something, or a soldier during Iraq and Afghanistan. And so she has to save everyone from terrorists. And the lead terrorist is Homelander from The Boys. This is a Prime movie, April 10th, and it just looks freaking hilarious. Freaking hilarious. So, let me count the ways. But first, let me do the 3-act breakdown, because it's going to be pretty cut and dry. First act, you got your president, everybody. The imaginary president you wanted, there's Homelander, is actually president now. Kamala Harris is president, but it's not Kamala Harris. It's an actual. I would vote for Viola Davis before I would vote for Kamala Harris, quite frankly. So she is the president, and she's also gonna be like Die Hard. So the first act, she's the president, and she's awesome, and she's going to the G20 summit, and she's so awesome. Did I mention she's awesome? Because I bet the movie mentioned she's awesome a million times. And then terrorists raid the G20 summit, because that could happen. And then they're going to do a deep fake. And this part I do like in the movie. They're going to deep fake all the world leaders and then do some economic thing and, I don't know, steal all the world's money or something. That's not a bad plot. That's not bad. Other than the fact they would never get to do it, but whatever. So they capture everybody and they make them say things. But the only one they don't get is Viola Davis. And they need her because, really, if you just had the president, you wouldn't need anybody else on the planet, really. But okay. So, but she gets away somehow, and now she's going to save everybody. And, of course, her kids came and her husband. So she's going to save everybody. And she does. The end. Spoilers. Yeah, I don't think this movie ends with Viola Davis dying in the terrorist women. Just saying. But it's hilarious because, first off, Viola Davis is perfectly good actress. I've seen her in various things over the years. She's pretty good as Amanda Waller in the DC universe. But she's 59, dude. 59, you're going to play an action hero. The bar is a lot higher. Look, it is my life's goal to play Hemingway and the Pineys. But I know I would have to start working out immediately if I were to obtain that goal in any way. And fortunately, I've written the Pineys in such a way that a doughy fat guy could play him, because it's comedy. This isn't a comedy. It's meant to be serious. So, Tom Cruise is 60, and he's only just starting to show his age, but when he takes his shirt off, the guy is cut. He is cut. He's in amazing shape for a guy his age. Always has been. Always working out, that guy. Viola Davis, not so much. It's not like she's out of shape. It's not like she's fat. But she's not in the kind of shape that image-wise looks like an action hero, and you can't cover that up. You really can't. You could put on a bunch of black clothes and kind of cover it up, but at the end of the day, yeah, that's not going to work. On top of the fact she's a woman, and of course, she's beating all the men. All the men are just, a guy a head taller than her. She manages to push his face down on a grill in one scene, burn his face, and kill him or whatever. Come on, man. It's not even close. It's laughably not close. And that's not, again, it's not Viola Davis's acting ability. She can act the hell out of a movie, but she can't act like she's 6'2". Even Tom Cruise couldn't do that when he played Reacher. Remember that? So she's completely miscast in this role. There are very few women who could play this. Gina Carano, maybe. At least she was an MMA fighter. She looks like she could punch her lights out, because she probably can't. Maybe Ronda Rousey, but they probably, I don't know about their acting chops for the movie. They don't really strike me as presidential material. And Gina Davis is kind of just aping Kamala Harris in her style of dress and hair. So come on. Really? You're going to put this in turnaround. What? Because you thought Kamala Harris was going to win the election? You suck up for her. Oh, we're gonna watch G20 in the White House and fantasize what it'd be like if I was competent. The guy from Blackish plays her husband, her supporting husband, who can't do anything, obviously, because can't outshine Viola Davis. But the best part about this trailer is her daughter's in it, her teenage daughter, and then halfway in the trailer, she needs to do some computer stuff, and the teenage daughter does it. Yeah. So it's girl bosses all around. Just sit tight, gentlemen. The ladies are in charge. Well, in a movie they can be. But I don't know who would see this. I mean, it's literally a parody movie, in my view. It should be. This should be the kind of movie that's in a TV show like The Studio about making movies. And people should be laughing at it. Or talking about it like it's serious, but it's really not. It's just laughable. I mean, even Die Hard with a male president, the guy would have to be in at least his 40s. He would have to be the youngest, most fit president who ever lived. Now, the fact that she's a military person, okay, that gives it some amount of credibility. But when she's doing this stuff in a dress and heels, come on, man. Just doesn't work. Besides the fact people like this don't get elected president, and by that I mean soldiers. Soldiers usually don't get elected president. Hero soldiers don't get elected president. J.D. Vance is probably going to be elected president, but that's kind of unusual. Dwight Eisenhower was president, but he was a general. That's different. I don't think, being on a magazine cover, and again, what the F with that trope? How many years do magazines have to be out of our lives before Hollywood goes, yeah, we shouldn't put a magazine cover in anything? I mean, I guess she's old enough, you could say she was on a magazine cover in the 90s, but is that how she got elected president? Because she was a war hero? Okay. We've had soldiers in and out of Congress all the time. Can you name one? So this kind of just doesn't work. And it just smacks of a fantasy for Hollywood. What if Kamala Harris was kicking ass and taking names and saving everybody at the G20 summit? Let's read the write-up. When the G20 summit comes under siege, U.S. President Danielle Sutton, Academy Award winner Viola Davis, becomes #1 target. After evading capture by the attackers, she must outsmart the enemy to protect her family, defend her country, and safeguard world leaders in this action-packed thrill ride. Starring Viola Davis, Anthony Anderson, Marseille Martin, Ramon Rodriguez, Douglas Hodge, Elizabeth Marvel, Sabrina, I can't read that last name, Christopher Farrar, and Antony Starr. Directed by Patricia Riggin. And yeah, like, here's Homelander, by the way, doing the deep fake, which is pretty cool. There he is again, with a scar on his face. Here's Blackish. And there's even a Secret Service guy that's supposed to protect her, but she starts bossing him around, and he bristles at that. No Secret Service guy is going to bristle at the president's orders. Ever. Ever. It's what they do. They're also trained, and I think the president would understand that it's the Secret Service job to do most of this stuff. Oh, look at all the terrorists. They're all white guys. What are the odds? But I'll say this, Homelander will probably do a good job as a villain. He's a good heavy. He's sinister as Homelander. But this movie, and then this is like her getting dressed, and this dude offering her, I don't know who he is he the gay guy for the female president, for Madam President? Does Madam President get a gay guy, official gay guy presidential thing? And here she is wearing sneakers, ripping her dress, because new original movie. Well, rated R for adult situations. I don't know. It just seems, and this is even from Die Hard right here, the helicopter scene. They're not at the White House. They're somewhere in Europe, I guess. I just can't believe they greenlit this. She jumps down in the elevator and takes out the terrorist after the Secret Service guy is like, I don't know if he's Secret Service. I think he is. He's just like, oh man, I can't believe he did that, or something like that. At first he said, let me take care of it, or something like that, and then she just does it. Here's all the world leaders looking worried. Good on Homelander for growing a beard. That's a smart move. So he doesn't look like Homelander that much. Although his hair is mostly the same. Yep, all those terroristic white guys we always see. And here you go. On the cover of Greatest Heroes. Yeah, the famous magazine Greatest Heroes. I think we all remember reading back in the day, 30 years ago. I remember reading Greatest Heroes, issue 1, 2, to 1000. There were so many great issues of Greatest Heroes. You couldn't do one Time magazine thing or Newsweek or something like that. Couldn't call it like News Time or make up a name. Here she is scolding. See, not only is she the president, not only is she an action hero, but she's also a mom. Oh, I may have to watch this and just rip it to pieces, because it looks that bad. It looks that bad. All right. So check out that if you hate yourself. It's on Prime Video, April 10th. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. I have so much to do today, but as soon as I saw this trailer, Gary at Nerdrotic tweeted it. I had to watch it, and then after I watched it, I said, I have to do this video right now. I have to do it. Anyhow, check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, by the way. You might want to get on the green site. Rhymes with tumble, if you know what I mean, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, or anyone's going to be here, really. Check me out the 19th when I do my next event. We'll see you in the next one.